Oh, I guess it says I'm live now. Okay. Turning the volume up. I've had very bad experiences with this app in the past. We're telling you, followers. Okay. That's cool. I don't usually go live, but especially on Instagram, my computer literally doesn't have enough space for me to edit these videos together, so I'm just going to do it live. We'll do it live! We'll do it live, damn it! Nod to Queen Furry. So this video is going to be aired out of order because yesterday I walked down this way, went down the walking track into Roy. Well, that's where I came out of in Roy, but we're going to go the other direction and see where it takes us. And it's not First Amendment auditing or anything, it's just, you know. I need to get out of the house because I was working on some computer stuff for like 4 days in a row. And, yeah, I really need to get out and get some exercise. Gonna leave again tonight, too. Broncos flag. And up that way is where the Circle M pizza burnt down. And if y'all remember, I was there, I filmed it. The day of the burn, it was still on fire. Like, they had news crews. I can't remember when the news crews got there, like, to officially report on the scene. But I was as close to the scene as I could legally be while, like, the fire people were there, like, by the hydrant. That was still spouting water, by the way, because they had that huge crane hooked up like that, and just, like, trying to douse it out with the water from the crane, and nothing was salvaged. I mean, nothing was salvaged. I walked by yesterday during the day, and it's just like, it's not a crater, but if you've ever watched like Naruto, if you ever read the manga, the part where Pain attacks Konoha and smashes the whole village, that's kind of what Circle Inn looks like right now. It looks like the fucking Akatsuki came and Shinra Tensei'd it into oblivion. There's literally nothing left. Skinny Owls is unharmed, though. I still don't know if they've released the cause of the fire yet, if they said it was arson or if they said it was electrical or it was a grease fire or whatever. I can't tell if that's the train that just left or if there's a train coming. So either way, we might end up having to stand around waiting. One time, this is so stupid, I went on Instagram Live to record, and it said live, the button that you're supposed to press to initiate live, which said live. I go, oh, I'm automatically live, so I didn't ever press it. Come to find out, yeah, you actually need to press that button in order for it to go live. So that was like probably almost 2 hours worth of footage lost. I'm pretty pissed off about that. And my own stupidity. I mean, it's like if you're going to go live and hit the live button, you should already be ready to go live. That's my impression, anyway. I just remember back in December, it was this really cool, like all this ice in the gutter, like not in the gutter, but it was like in the parking lot of the Roy Elementary School, and it was like this like the ice just cracked all the way through. It was so cool. But alas, it didn't get recorded. I tell people I'm live now. I'm not lying. Actually, I'm live. I'm on Instagram Live. My whole 5 followers, my mom, my aunt, not my dad, he doesn't understand technology. He replaced his doorknob with one of those like electronic like keypads where you punch in the numbers, but he doesn't understand technology. That's like the thing they have in Korea. Like if you move to a new apartment in Korea, they assign you a new... It's kind of like if you live in a, well, not live, but if you're staying at a hotel in Vegas, they don't give you keys anymore, they give you key cards. And they're usually attached by a lanyard, so you can wear it around your neck and not lose it. I gotta put my mittens over my fingers because my fingers are cold. Freezing. Okay. Here we go. Why is it all wet? It didn't look like it rained or snowed that bad. We'll do it live. I really shouldn't say that because I say it like that. It's like free potatoes thing, but that's just so funny with that little puppet. We're going live, damn it! We're doing it live. They have like no followers, no subscribers. Like, oh, he's live. Forget it. I'm not watching it. These are the same people, by the way, who complain that they don't get to see enough of Utah and see how it looks here. Oh, I gotta film this. I have to film this. Job recruitment open house. That's today. So, if you need a job and you want to work in Clinton, or you live in Clinton, that's where you go. So we walked down this way yesterday, and I didn't upload the video yet because the exported video would be too big. So I might upload it in chunks. Just do it that way, I guess. Which I really hate doing because I like editing it into a smooth, one smooth final product. That shitty pickleball court. Tennis is too waspy. We have to get rid of it. What the fuck? A little Chihuahua dog just pissing on the fence. That's funny. It's my territory. It's my territory. And Clinton's a nice enough city. I don't like how urbanized it's becoming. I mean, I get it. It's like not World War II era anymore, so we still need local farmers, you know. We don't want to rely on exports, on imports. But I don't like how they want to knock all the houses down. And this is the city's plan. They want to knock down most, if not all, the older houses. Pretty much everything that isn't new, and put townhomes up. It's garbage. Ugh. messages. Gypsy Rose saying hello. 720 West. 720 West. 2300 North. Someone's cooking like pea soup. This smells like feet. Pea soup smells nasty. It tastes nasty. Maybe I like it now as an adult, but I generally try to avoid food that smells terrible. So the Air Force Base doing their air raid testing before they drop the bombs on us. Has anyone ever dated anyone from Hill Air Force Base? Some of the guys there are extremely moody and bitchy, like very temperamental. I don't know if it's a result of their basic training or I don't know. I mean, the other armed services branches refers to as the chair force for a reason. I mean, granted, it's still a hell of a lot more than I could do. I'm just a civ, so, you know, I'm just saying. I don't think I've ever chatted with so many people that were just like moody, temperamental, bitchy, extremely having this like upper echelon sense of, well, this is all beneath me. And I'm thinking like, okay, I'm like, you're not the president, buddy. You're probably a desk clerk. That's why they call it chair force. The person I'm seeing now, though, has been in the army twice, served twice. In Korea, both times. I think, anyways. Kind of, sort of seeing. And I'm being vague on purpose. Oh, look, 2 houses that are for sale. They're probably going to get bought out by the city and demolished. These people are going to be like, this guy's crazy. He comes down here every day and films. Except today we're doing it live. We're doing it live. Okay, that's too funny. I'm sorry, furry potato. That's just too funny. We're doing it live. And I'll do it with my Darren Leak. Wait, we're doing it live. Okay, I guess we'll do it live. There was a dead raccoon over here. Someone... one of the fucking hillbilly locals here probably scooped it up and either turned it into a coonskin hat or threw it in their fucking roadkill stew. Their roadkill jambalaya. That's good eating right there. I mean, this might be Utah, but you find all kinds of fucking insane redneck people. Hillbilly, hills have eyes. You know, Morlock, X-Men, Morlock, mutant, multiple eyeball having, potentially inbred persons. Oh, there's the Coke Man. Coke Man. I guess he's going to work. This trail here connects to that one. That's where we went yesterday. That one. So technically all this black tarmac is part of this walking trail. You're not supposed to have any type of vehicles on here. No bikes, but people ride bikes through here all the time. You're not supposed to have bikes, especially motorbikes or electric bikes. Cars are a big no-no. Golf carts are a big no-no. Of course, people, they just, ignore the rules. Denver, Rio Grande, Western. I can't remember when this was put in, but this area over here, like from here to there, or maybe part of this park area, this one is not a park, but it's a track. They had this big little bridge. It was a tunnel, and the train would go over the tunnel. The cars would go through the tunnel. But one car would have to pull over to the side and wait for more cars to come through. And that was over here, because that over there, that's the current walking track, used to be the train tracks through here. So we had 2 sets of train tracks in Clinton, through there and the ones further back up there. But those were removed, gosh, probably 2005, 2006, or sometime when I was out of high school, that they were gone. Because I remember coming through here with my mom in the car and being like, wait a minute, where's the tunnel? It's gone. Because by the time you got to this point to Clinton, that train tunnel, that iconic tunnel was there. Or a little bridge, overpass, tunnel, whatever you want to call it. And people who have lived here for easily 20 plus years. You didn't even have to be here for more than like 20 years. It was still there. They'd remember it. Crows. I hope this Instagram live doesn't cut out. Did I say it like a Canadian? Cut out. Cut out. My last name's French Canadian, so I'll give you a nickel if you figure out what it is. Oh, if it's on my Instagram page, never mind. That's cheating. If you know how to pronounce it properly, I'll give you a nickel. Tax and shipping rates may not apply. I have to throw that in there. They're like, oh, I get a free nickel. We'll do it live, everybody. My name's Darren Leak, and we'll do it live. We'll get them to the Golden Corral, everyone. Unless they're out of state, then we'll go to Sizzler. Whew. Well, if I can finish my train of thought from earlier before I interrupted myself. The people who complain, we never get to see enough about Utah. You don't watch my videos anyway. You see I'm going live, and you're bored at work or you're retired, you can have it in the background. And just, I mean, nothing groundbreaking is going to happen. Nothing earth-shattering. Just me walking and talking. What the hell? Oh. Little crows, or whatever they are. There's supposed to be like a solar storm tonight. I'd always freak out whenever my dad would tell me, oh, there's going to be an electrical storm, there's going to be a magnetic storm, or solar storm. He doesn't talk like that, but as a kid, I said, oh no, we're going to die. It literally does nothing. I think it affects like the northern lights, maybe. Possibly. many people still actively play Pokemon Go. Because if I'm going to play it, I want to catch new Pokemon. Because that's how you level your character up. Well, that and it's fighting in gyms, but it's like I don't have enough storage to get anymore. So, you know, and I don't really feel like spending real world money on it. You know, I have to say, if there's any type of mobile game you're going to spend real world money on, I would probably do Pokemon Go. Because it's been around for almost a decade at this point. It came out in, 2013, 2014? And, yeah. Still going strong. Still going strong. I don't get updates for it to my main email, though. Which kind of bums me out. I'll have to add that, see if I can add a secondary email to my Mozilla Thunderbird, so then I don't actually have to remember to visit Hotmail, because it's like I always visit Gmail, because my Gmail account now is almost 10 years old, which might be time to get a new one, but you know. Little electrical box. It makes me think sometimes they put lights on these trees for winter and make it look pretty, but they didn't do that. No, that's really Blair Witch right there. The Blair Witch. The Blair Witch. There's a little plaque right here. Probably can't read it. If I can't read it, you definitely can't read it. If you want to read it, pause it. Pause the stream, rewind it, and pause it. Something about explorers. First people here were the pioneers. Fur trappers. Beaver trappers. And yeah, that's why we have Pioneer Days, or they call them Days of 47. The weather here is so wild, the climate here, because climate kind of dictates the weather, doesn't it? So if it's like where I used to live in Cal City, the worst we would get is windstorms, and the most mild we get is like this. It would rain just enough to make the dirt muddy. Never any snow. I think once in a blue moon there was snow in the Mojave. And when I remember that, it was like 1996 or 95. See, this doesn't feel special anymore, because the walking trail, the bike trail, now dissolves into a public sidewalk into the streets. And it's like, what's the point? I don't want to be seen by everybody. Oh, damn it. Well, that side says walk. Maybe if I hit it a few more times, it'll know that we want it on this side. I know that's not how the engineering works, but still. What time is it? Like 3 o'clock? I just filmed that cop driving by. Wow, that was a young looking cop. He was probably like 18, 19. A rookie for sure. Thank you. Turn walking out, please. I need to get where I'm going. Thank you. Jeez. So, we continue walking straight up that way. And we get to this nice, real secluded area. It's perfect for being a highwayman or a bandit or, you know, a guy in a clown costume, I guess. I don't know. This park adopted by Team Accelerator. Okay. Why am I picturing a bunch of muscle guys who pump iron constantly and drive Humvees? Was that Team Excelsior or Excavator? Accelerator? I don't know. Whatever. You should come pump iron with us, bro. It's really cool, bro. Oh, nobody laid down any ice melt. There's the park there. A small know-nothing park with a plaque and a flag. That park is really only good for like cookouts, I guess, and you could play football or something. Or baseball, I guess they have a dugout there. Like, no one in my immediate family plays sports. My cousins played sports a lot before they had kids. Of course, when we were all like 20 years younger. So... Ooh, girl. Ooh. Ooh, this turns me on. That's my friend's joke. I shouldn't say that. I'm not actually turned on. Oh, someone's smoking some marijuana. I can smell it. I can smell it. We're gonna walk until I feel like I'm not fat anymore. So that'll be probably, I don't know. He's just such a femme man, but everyone knows he's straight. They never said that about me. I've always been rugged and butch. I've always been macho. They say I look like Bruce Willis. So I'm just rugged, I'm tough. And I tell how it is. That's my straight voice. I'll talk like that when people know I'm serious. My name is Bruce Willis and I'm serious. I'm Bruce Willis with the voice of Clint Eastwood. I'm gonna mess you up. I actually worked here once as a temp through a deco, and we were all cut loose for like an hour-long lunch, and I was trapped in the middle of a thunderstorm, and I decided to go home rather than walk back. So this is back when I was like 18 or 19. Oh, here we go. We're entering Fargo. I can't remember what fucking state that movie takes place in. I want to say Alaska, but I don't think that's right. Fargo, North Dakota. Maybe it's North Dakota. We're now entering Fargo. I'm hearing Oblivion music playing in my head. Dun, 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 dun. You know, like the Oblivion exploration music. Whoa. Fucking hell. Someone needs to come out here with some ice melt, or the city's gonna get sued. Because these people ain't gonna get sued. The city is gonna get sued. Because this is city property. It's public, but it's city property. So, how awkward. This should all be forest. I don't want to see behind people's houses. See, Aunt, if you're watching this, this is just in Clinton. Not far from where Mom lives. And I think you would have enjoyed this little walk. Here I go, again on my own. Oh wow. Look at this wildlife. This flora overhaul. Wow. Gorgeous. I love the texture mods they're using. And the E and B for the lighting. Perfect. Dun 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 dun. Enemy player has arrived. Dun 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 dun. If I end up losing this stream, I'm gonna be super pissed. So I need to download it and then upload it to YouTube. I don't want to film people's houses. I don't want to do that. I just film the back of the building. Oh, those trees cut down that don't exist anymore. Whew, yep. I think that's a pity. It would have looked nicer with more trees here. So all this used to be train tracks. And it's the point where I was pointing out like 15 minutes ago. That's where the train tunnel was. And that's where all the cars had to pull over to the side to let the other cars come through. And that was like probably 14, 15 years ago when they got rid of it. Maybe a little longer than that. Maybe. Possibly. There's where the other trail is. Into Clearfield. That'll be fun. Oh, that's a fucking roundabout. Anyway, I'll just walk Main Street home, since it's more direct. It's more direct. Okay. So, oh no. Did they lock it? Did they seriously lock it? Oh, you have to go in through that end. Okay. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. My old ass isn't about to jump over the fence. There's the Clinton Waterfall. Fountain, whatever. So that's really stupid because it would connect directly from that gate to that gate. Then they have this one closed and locked. They expect people to walk all the way around. And then why do you think they have these here? People's eyes aren't going to reflect these. These are for vehicles. Because people ride motor vehicles on here, and they're not supposed to. This might just turn into an audit for the city. For this public space here. Maybe. Look, it's all like Sleepy Hollow. I'm the only NPC here. Well, I'm the main character, but still. There's like werewolves, bandit highwaymen, zombies, a witch. I mean, it looks haunted as all hell. It looks haunted at AF, as the kids today would say. It's haunted AF. That's a little ditch where you drop the bodies down into and let nature do the rest. See, I could take a picture and paint this, you know, and I think it would look really pretty at like a certain time of night with the only illumination being from the sky, and you have snow. It would look really pretty. You know, all these trees are like dead or dying. I don't know what constitutes a dead tree. I assume if they're withered looking and brittle, then that means they're pretty much dead. If they look like twigs instead of trees, yeah, good luck getting people to jump over this ditch to try to get into your property. Good luck. Maybe some pirates will come by and erect a bridge. One man on top of the other. But for legal reasons, people still have those signs just to, you know. You're like, who the hell is that out there with his camera out, talking and filming? Well, it's none other than Darren Lake, honey. Darren Lake. From Oregon's Drag Race Season 2. I honestly just feel like I don't need to narrate because the scenery speaks for itself. Maybe someone will tune in and be like, oh, you're gonna die. Look how far we've traveled. Oh, there's someone back there. There is someone back there. Dun 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 dun. Oblivion music plays. Dun 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 dun. I saw a mud crab the other day. Disgusting creatures. What's new with you? Nothing I'd like to talk about. Goodbye. Bye. Yeah, but there's some crazy ass NPC outside on the public walking trail. We need the police here immediately. The National Guard. The FBI, the SWAT team, everyone. That's where a body is buried. And another body. That's where those mounds are. You didn't know that, people? Look at this old school railing. This old school fence and gate. that's been completely trashed. It winds up, the steps are built in to the terrain and it's supposed to wrap around that tree. But it hasn't been maintained for years. I wonder how old that is. I like things like that. Old things. This is kind of like where my cousin lives right now in Ogden. Like, he lives closer to the mountain. And they have like this little area, like, right behind their houses where you can walk. And like, I think they recently just installed lights there. Like every other like half mile has like a nice little lamppost. And more people use it now because it used to be like super dark, I guess. I bet I could walk the other trail and wind up, if not in Riverdale, at least in Ogden. Pretty handy. There's a lot of nothing to see on the way, but it's also drama-free. Oh yeah, also my other Clearfield trip video is not uploaded yet. So, I'll need to find another computer to do that on, or something, or get more storage space, ideally. I think we're in Clearfield now. I think. I do believe. It's like, where the hell am I? Well, this is a public stop right here. I'm like a sim. Just like, you know. These are like little bathrooms, public bathrooms. I don't know if this is Layton. No. We wouldn't have bypassed Clearfield into Layton. See if I can tell where we're at. Just based on the geography. Oh, this is like the cemetery area. Yeah, this is still Clinton. This is the cemetery. The bus used to drive through here and go over that way. So, okay. Okie dokie. So, we still have... I'm just going to walk down here so I don't have to go down those treacherous steps. Oh, the guy on the bike, he beat me. No. I like being number one. So this is still Clinton. So that's the Clinton Cemetery. And this is a nice little way to get there to avoid traffic and all that. Especially if you're a pedestrian. You can avoid all the traffic, all the stops, all that. And if you don't mind the walk, then it's not bad. This video is going to be so long because I'm just keeping it live. 800 north. And these lights actually come on at night. Look at this. How cool is that? D and RGW Rail Trail Mainline Rio Grande Clearfield. Is that cool or what? This area may be under surveillance to aid in... See, my hand's all shaky. A criminal. Okay. These lights are supposed to come on, but I guess assholes want to come in here and bash them out. Well, you're under surveillance too, because this is all being recorded, but this is helpful too at night. I bet bums come out here and sleep here, or try to. But if it is under surveillance, like 24 surveillance, then they'd probably see it. Denver. This is a list of all the rules. Read them, learn them, know them. What did Judge Reinhold say on Fast Times? He said, learn them, know them, live them, or something like that, because he was the manager of the burger joint that Sean Penn's character was applying at or something. And he was all dorky about it, like, you know, this is the best place on earth to work. What does that say? Teachers, open a door, but you enter it yourself. Dedicated to Ann Young, educator for 25 years. Huh. See, this would be such a nice area to have a lunch at if... I mean, granted, it is wintertime. People, well, you know, it's wintertime. What do you expect? I've been through here in the adjacent area in spring and summer, and it always looks dead. I'm not saying the city should come and tear out all the trees, but, you know, maybe plant some new ones. Plant some flowers. You know, when the weather's getting cold, they can wrap them up, like that one lady's house I showed in Clearfield. I said it looked like not Clearfield, in Sunset. I said it looked like she had dead bodies wrapped up in her yard. I think that was also on the Clearfield trip. It was during the daytime I filmed it. So I said she wrapped her trees up for the winter, and they looked like she had cadavers wrapped up and standing up in her garden. I'm gonna have to stop for a snack break somewhere. I need to refuel. Always bring water, or if you don't like to taste water, don't bring soda, but bring something with a healthy amount of water in it to hydrate, and something to eat. Yes, this is probably where all the raccoons have been coming from, because I found 2 dead raccoons, and my friend's sister said she saw one. But the one I saw, I took a picture of, it had a brown luster on its coat, rather than the usual gray or silver. So, what's this? What park is this? Oh, this is Stark's Pond. That's Holt Elementary. Okay. This place is supposedly haunted. The whole pond and school are supposedly haunted. I don't know. I'm guessing this house here is abandoned. Glass busted out, crap everywhere. It looks like a house from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. If I had a date and they took me to that house, I'd be very afraid. I'd be very afraid. Windows busted out, trash everywhere. The house looks like it's a shambles, like it's about to fall apart. Holt Elementary, Stark's Pond, or wherever it's called, Stark's Pond. But we're not cutting through there. We're going to keep through the main trail. Hello. But they have lots of different entrances and exits. That's like directly from the school. I wonder how many kids cut through here to get home. Like, I'm not walking that way. And I used to work over at the Dollar General, right across the street from the school. And it was like such a mediocre, measly job. It was like my favorite job ever. Because I knew the people. I knew the cash register system. It was easy for me. I knew how to stock things. I come in for work one day, and the manager puts up a liquidation store closing banner, and my jaw drops. I was like, we're closing? She's like, yep, I just got the notice. I think it was a few days since I was off, and she'd gotten the notice the day, either that last night or the day before. And I was really upset because, you know, even though it was a part-time, you know, people would say, oh, it's a medium skilled job. It was still, you know, a job, you know, which at that point in time was hard to come by something decent, you know. And this was like this was 2017, 2018. So I was living here in the Clinton area, so it was a bit of a ways away. More pickleball shit. Not tennis, pickleball. I'm not playing any sport that remotely implies I'm playing with a pickle. Yeah, no. And they just rip out the tennis courts and put these pickleball courts in all en masse. They don't leave at least one tennis court behind, or maybe put in just 2 pickleball things just to test it. You know, they tore it all out, replaced it completely, and figured, oh, people are going to fly to the moon. They're going to fly over the moon over this. No one playing today. Well, the court's wet. I've seen people play basketball on a wet court. I don't want to hear it. I've seen people play football in the snow. I don't want to hear it. Pickleball. Play tennis. That's an actual accredited, real Olympic recognized sport. Not fucking pickleball. I get inclusion is important, but where do we draw the line of where it's over dictating everything? And how inclusive is it when I see no old people, because it's supposedly centered for geriatrics. I see no older people playing. Tons of young people playing. Young, healthy, fit people already. So to me, already that target audience is not elderly people. At least from what I could see. If my legs hurt, I'm going to have to get an Uber. Absolutely. If they only hurt a little bit, I can tough it out. And I think this is the farm part of Clearfield that I love so much. Before they also tear it down and replace it with condos and shit. It still says live on here, so we must still be doing good so far. I notice people won't mess with me when I have my camera out like I'm recording, because they don't know if I'm live, which I am in fact live today. So it's a nice deterrent for things like that. Oh, hi boys. Or girls, I don't know if they're girl dogs or boy dogs. See, I'm not phobic of dogs. I like dogs. Does this light not work? Okay. That was weird and awkward. I just don't like dogs that are crazy. And oftentimes they reflect what their owner is. That's actually true. My parents are both lazy and inert. And all their dogs have been lazy and inert. Except the ones that were puppies when I was living there. Because I actually got them, you know, active and playing and things like that. When I got too old and I was stuck doing, you know, schoolwork and jobs and stuff all the time. You know. And the kind of stopped being my priority. Oh, this unfettered farmland. Well, it looks like it's starting to get fettered because these houses are new. N-E-W, new. Now, at least they're trying to make them look like farmhouse type homes. I guess they just don't want people owning property in Clinton or Sunset or Roy. So that dog is very protective. Very protective. Yeah, so the city's already come in here and started digging everything up over here. As long as they keep it looking like a farmhouse, then it's fine. And again, just to emphasize, I'm recording for posterity's sake. People say prosperity. It's not prosperity, it's posterity. Posterity. This is the only reason why this is live is my computer can't handle the exported film. And I don't like uploading in chunks, so I might just keep it on Instagram, or I might download it and then upload it to YouTube. That's where I like to have all my videos. All this farmland. It ain't gonna be farmland for much longer, I guess. Oh, that's a pretty bird. Pretty bird. Look at those birds. Look at those cute little birds. I would absolutely love, and I'm not a farmer, I'm not a farm type guy, but I would love to live like on a house adjacent to a ranch or a farm and just like see nothing for miles but like beautiful farmland in the trees. And my parents would just be like, well, no, you wouldn't, because they work tractors and make noise. And I said, my neighbor has a tractor, does it every day, and I got used to it. And living in Sunset, there was neighbors. There was a neighbor summer who had a rooster, because I'd heard it every so often. You get used to those things. It's not the same as living in the city where it's noise constantly. It's mostly quiet. And I'm usually up by about 7 or 8 in the morning, which I know farmers are up earlier than that, but I guess I'd be considered sleeping in. But I'm up usually when the sun's up, especially in the summertime, because it gets too hot to stay in bed. But I would absolutely love to have a little house overlooking nothing but, like, it was protected farmland, so no one could come and put things on it.